Hey Chris, this is only week 2 and we have lost so much money already.
Oh, we're doing a great job at losing money if that was the goal. I'm Chris.
I'm Jimmy.
And we are the two stocky guys.
On this channel, we are investing $1,000 into the stock market every week. So we buy our stock and then the following week we talk about it. And let's just say it's week 2 and we have not been doing well at all. Let's review what we have in our portfolio so far. We talked about Dividend Energy, which was what I bought. Ooh, let's just say it has not been doing that great. I bought 18 shares of Dividend Energy for a share price of $56.73 a share. And now it's 46 and change. Energy stocks, oil stocks in particular, have just taken a ridiculous beating. So, well, there we go. Am I really that worried? This sucks. Yeah, this sucks. But I think in the long term, this isn't something that we're, just buying and trading off. I think in the long term, the price of the stock as well as the price of oil and gas, they're going to go up. I think right now we're just in a recession scare. So, when people are thinking about a recession's coming, they think that the, oil and gas prices are going to go down. So, I think it's probably a little oversold right now and not overly worried, but it still sucks.
Yeah, still sucks.
Why don't you tell us about your pick for the last week?
Right. So my pick was another oil and gas stock. This is Conoco, ticker symbol COP. The main difference between Conoco and Devon is Conoco is a very large company. It's been around since about 1917, and they have a market cap of about $115 billion. So it's a large company, and they have about $9 billion on hand. So they are a very cash dense company, have a lot on hand, have a huge market capitalization. So they're one of the companies that are going to be around for a long time versus Devon, who was still in the billions as far as market cap goes, but not anywhere near as big as ConocoPhillips.
Yeah, when you're so uncertain about where the economy is heading, I think bigger, that's probably the best way to go, right? It's like the bigger companies are safer. Usually, they're probably more efficient, and they know how to run business to get that big.
Yep, and they can kind of weather a storm also. Like when you have that much cash on hand, I mean, money doesn't buy happiness, but it solves problems. And there's not many problems that $9 billion can't solve. So I would feel a lot better about investing in Conoco as opposed to Devon or a smaller stock at this point in the market anyway. And I think we did lose money so far. The current price is about $94, and I think you bought it at around, what, 105?
We bought it at $105.18.
Right, but as far as the company goes, like I said, it's a pretty strong company. I mean, they've seen steady revenue growth as most of the energy stocks have over the last few years. In 2022, they had $80.58 billion in revenue that year, up from 2021 at 46.6, and in 2020 it was only 19 billion. So they've kind of skyrocketed over the last 2 years, and that's kind of declining right now as all the other energy stocks are. And they do have a healthy profit margin of 49%, so almost a 50% profit margin. And their EPS beat expectations in quarter 1 through 3 of the previous year and fell short in quarter 4 as all of them started to kind of decline. So I think we'll see that stock price continue to trend down for the next quarter or 2 in the beginning of 2023. But I expect we'll see it come back up at the end of 2023, so hopefully we'll make our money back by the end of the year.
Conoco has a really good tailwind. The Willow project that was just recently approved, which is drilling in Alaska. Lots of people hate it, and well, it's passed. So I think that's going to be, it's obviously going to take a lot of money and a lot of years to get running. But I think that, if you're thinking about holding something for the long term, this is probably a plus that the Willow project got approved.
Yeah, and I think if you're comparing it to something like Devon, I did mention last week that I don't have as much faith in the long-term success of Devon, but Conoco I feel like would be a buy and hold for years. Because like I said, they've been around since 1917, huge market cap. They can obviously weather a storm, and it seems to me, like looking at their books, that they're prepared to do that. They're investing a lot more in the company, in optimizing things, in reducing costs. So they're not here to just pump up profits and kind of get the share profits up and everything. It looks like they are preparing to be kind of the premier oil and gas company over the next few years. And they're also kind of adapting to the changing trends. So they did get the Willow project approved, which was a little controversial, but they are investing in more green projects on the side to kind of counteract the karmic, to create some karmic balance there. And they are trying to reduce their greenhouse gas emissions, which is obviously one of the biggest negatives for any oil and gas company. I think ConocoPhillips is in one of the top maybe 10 or 15 as far as greenhouse gas emissions go. So they're making an effort to reduce that as much as they can. So that's going to be nice. It's going to make them much more investable for the younger population that cares a lot about that.
I think all the mega names of the oil and gas, like Chevron, what's the one, Exxon, right? Shell, BP. I think they're all investing a good amount into green energy or greener forms of energy, and yeah, because that's the future. Whenever we get there, but we are going to get there at some point. So I guess just a recap of how our portfolio, currently 2 stocks, both in oil, are doing. I am down. Let's just say I'm down a lot. And you are down less.
Yeah, and like I said, I kind of expect them to continue to go down for a couple quarters, and then hopefully when we're looking back at the end of the year, we can say that we made some healthy profit, like around week 45, 50, something like that. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
All right, so that's it for this episode, guys. Please like and subscribe if you like our content. Definitely tune in every week because we are going to have something new to talk about, because another $1,000 is going into our YouTube, this channel's account every week. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.